Hey. Okay, that's an interesting start. Um, that works. Right. Things I do that improve my looks. Yeah, that's a pretty good title, I think. Um, yeah, I think it speaks for itself. Uh, your looks should be important to you, I believe. They're important to me, my looks, that is. And I try to improve them because I feel better that way. I mean, when I look myself in the mirror and I look like trash, I haven't showered, I brushed my teeth, I haven't worked out in like a few weeks. Like I don't feel good when I look at myself. But if I try to become more attractive, both to myself and to others, I find myself a lot more attractive in the mirror, and that encourages me to keep going. It's kind of like a self motivation as part of self care thing. I think you get it. I didn't get the stuff beforehand, so I'll do that. Okay. One of the obvious things you should be doing, if you're not doing that already, is showering. It shouldn't be something I have to bring up, but I know that some people need to hear it. Um, I personally shower in the morning before I do anything else, unless unless I'm working out that day, in which case I work out before I take my cleaning shower. I still take a cold shower before that. Protein shake in my mouth. Um, and I just use shampoo. That's about it. Because your smell is really important, and if you don't consider it to be important, people probably think you smell bad. I don't mean to sound judgy, but smell is really important. And if you smell bad, I have less respect for you. It's also good to have a consistent smell. Personally, I use deodorant. Uh, it's actually the same that my dad uses. I guess I inherited it from him in a way, but I really like the smell, and it's like a strong smell. So I can get it. I personally use Men Rexona Cobalt Dry. Not that that should matter, but as an example, having a consistent smell to your existence. I'd use that word too much. Is important because that's if like other people smell that smell, uh, like when they go about their day, they will think about you if you have that smell connected to you, so to speak. If you value that or not, it's up to you, but people might remember you better. Not necessarily important, but it's also the smell you leave on your clothes and in your bed and all that. So I don't know. It's nice to have a smell connected to you as a person, I think. Uh, Outside of that, obviously, brushing your teeth should be super important. Uh, I have, in the list a few weeks ago, started flossing. I know it's a bit late, but I was encouraged by my uh, dentist. There we go. To start flossing because my dental hygiene hasn't been optimal, and now it hasn't been better since I started flossing. So, flossing for me was really hard to begin doing. Because it takes a lot of time. I can't. It hurts. I can't touch the. Oh god, I gotta turn off my. Package. I wonder which one. Let me turn off my notifications. This is the focus stuff I told you about before in another video. Work. There we go. Right. So flossing for me was like painful to do. But I was really encouraged by my dentist to actually start doing it. And as a result, my mouth has just felt a lot more fresh. In accordance with my dentist's advice, I brush my teeth twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. And I also take mouthwash like one time in between that. And I floss my teeth right after I've brushed my teeth the second time. It's nice to have a part of a habit, because that makes it easier to do. I think I've talked about that before. Dental hygiene, smell, hair, right. Having a hairstyle that's either consistent or, well, not necessarily consistent, but at least somewhat not haphazard, is absolutely a way to improve your looks. If you walk around with homeless man looking hair, people are probably going to give you the stink eye. Not actually, but you get what I mean. And since I don't want to go to the to a barber all the time, I have hair gel. Let me go get it. Sorry, it's not hair gel. It's spiking wax. Got to be. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. I want to make it clear because I think I gotta do that on YouTube. But I found this stuff works really well, and I use it. I want to do this on video. I use it specifically by wetting my hair first. Fuck. It's slippery. The hell? Okay. Wet fingers. Move it through my hair. I didn't bring the towel. Why was it so slippery there? Must have been from the shower I took earlier. And then I dry my hair. So I wet it first, and then I dry it using a towel, which won't dry it completely. But, which is good, and also evenly distributes the humidity in the hair. Then I take just a small bit. Doesn't have to be all that much. I suggest you experiment. Just move around your fingers. I like not having any like clumps. And then it's easier to do in mirror, but this is basically just a not live mirror. Yeah, something like that. It's weird because it's backwards for me. Yeah. And then you can wash your hands if you want to. And that's how I keep my hair going. With a slightly more upkeep. Well kept hairstyle. I'm gonna wash my fingers if you give me a second. They get all sticky. Yeah, I have a sink in the room. There we go. Rather wet hands than sticky hands. Realized I got water all over the screen, but it's fine. So outside of, let's see, hair, dental hygiene, which should be really important to you, and smell. Working out is really obvious. I almost forgot that one. Because working out is obviously going to improve your looks. And it doesn't matter how tall or short you are, doesn't matter if you're fat or not, doesn't matter if you're skinny, fat, working out will improve your looks, period. And out of all of these things, while they're all really important, especially hygiene, working out is like at the top with hygiene. I mean, because you don't have to be fit to smell good, and smelling good is good. A thing about working out, as many people have a goal of lowering their fat percentage. There we go. But in the beginning, you really won't notice that much of a difference. It's kind of how losing fat works. Same with, well, not necessarily the same with building muscle, but losing fat, because it's kind of like an exponential curve when it comes to the difference you experience, like the improvements you experience and the effects you notice. Say you're at 30% body fat. That's a lot, I think. Yeah. Yes, it's a lot. And you lower that to 27%. That's going to be, as in like, both proportionally to how much you had and how much you now have. It's a small difference, but you also won't notice that much. Like, but say you're at 13% body fat and lower that to 10%, it's going to have the improvement is going to be much more noticeable the farther you get, is my point. Yeah. Because you're still trying to lose the same amount of body fat. Now I'm talking about body fat because I consider it pretty important, and currently I'm trying to lose more. Because I want to get my abs to show before summer. At least I want to try. No, I will. I'm committed. I will. It's better to say it that way, especially on camera like this, because now I have to. I was already meaning to, but now there's more accountability. That's the train. Right. Spot reduction in fat is not a thing. You probably know this already, but the spot reduction is the idea that you can lose fat specifically around your belly or specifically on your arms by working out those sections of your body. But that's not true, and a lot of people say it isn't true, but a part of it is similar to something else. When you work out, when you build muscle, the muscles get bigger, assuming that you have the same amount of like body fat during this time of you increasing the size of your muscles are now covering more space, more volume, and your fat is stretched out, forced to cover a larger area, but it's still the same amount of fat. So, in effect, you have less fat per area of muscle, which causes you to look more fit and look less fat since you have more muscle that the fat is stretched over. You get the idea. So it's not true, but there's a similar idea. Let's see, working out, showering, hygiene, deodorant. You don't want to smell like sweat. That's just horrible. Bad idea. if you don't shower for a few days, I can at least tell that I notice how other people smell, and some people smell horrible. And I don't want to smell like that because I want to respect myself. I'm not saying they don't respect themselves, but if you're not taking care of your hygiene, that's probably not a good sign. Working out. Oh yeah. A lot of people have eyebrows, reasonable, and we also grow hair here in between, right above the nose between the eyebrows. That's how some people have unibrows, which a lot of people don't consider super attractive. Shaving even just the small collection of hairs that show up, they do, which defines your eyebrows a bit more, is also really good. I do that. Shaving. I just use the trimmer. It's no big deal. And specifically for us men, facial hair should be, well, it is probably it is coveted. It is something a lot of men want, and therefore a lot of men, even though they can't grow a full beard yet, don't shave their beard because it grows out and they feel more manly and everything. But you probably can't grow a beard by that point, and so you shouldn't try to. You probably look better if you shave it. My beard is quite fuzzy, and so I shaved it. Now, important caveat to this, that's the right word. Shaving should be done if you feel your beard isn't actually good looking yet, and you should be pretty self-critical about this. But important to note, play around with it. That's why I have a mustache now. Play around with it. Have fun. Because, I mean, time is going to move faster that way when it comes to beard growth. And you're just going to enjoy it more. You're going to put more effort into it and learn a lot more for when you have a beard. If that's what you want. I would, because I think beards are nice. 18 minutes. Yeah, I think that works. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. And say have a good day to the first person you meet in the street. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, I'm just adding this part on at the end. Should work. I didn't talk about clothes, something that a lot of people might have questions about. I stand by the principle that clothes should just contribute to you. They shouldn't make you, so to speak. At least the way I'm building myself right now, I think clothes are just covering your body, and your body is what you should be proud of. Though there are things that you can use to improve your looks through clothing as well, obviously. Color theory is one of them. Like, depending on your skin color, if you look warm or you look cold, or if you're white, black, whatever, certain colors of clothes might fit you better. And also it's better to have like an entire outfit. I'm not going to go into the details of the color theory. You can look that up. But I suggest understanding the basics. Not that I engage too much in it. Personally, I don't find clothing too important. I wear whatever, especially socks. I wear dad socks. Because that's what I like wearing. So I like whatever, I wear whatever I want to, and I build my body to really affect my looks. Yeah, there you go. The real outro was the one before. I'm not going to do anything now. realizing yet another point that I forgot to bring up: nails. Take care of your nails. Just a quick point. I got like a nail clipper, pretty standard stuff. You cut your nails. It's not super complex. The way I use it, anyways, I just try to keep them a uniform and rounded shape, and also because I it might not be too relevant for you, but I've been biting my nails to cut them down, or I had been for fucking 20 years until I got a nail clipper, and now I do, and I suggest trying that out to also improve your looks. You don't want to have dirty, long nails. Take care of yourself. That should be the last one.